this way.
Whoa, okay.
Tell me, what does this one say to you?
Nuclear bombs, man.
It's the war. Bombs from every direction. No up or down. The world turned on its head.
I suppose in a way it must be. Art shapes the world, and the world shapes art in return. All art must therefore be constantly reborn through the lens of contextual and historic interpretation. We must ascend.
Damn. Stairs are nothing to this robot. I like it. Oh my god, if he parks in front of the cat.
And what about this one? And please be honest, for art without honesty is just politics.
Alright, here we go. Come on!
It's a metaphor. A young creature grappling with ideas it doesn't possess the capability to understand.
Intriguing. The mind will superimpose meaning where none was intended. I had not considered it. Truth be told, this is my best-selling piece. I did this series under a pseudonym, of course. This series has made more money than any of my serious works. And I did the whole thing as a lark. What does that tell you about
He made all the cat pictures?
Man, huh?
He's the cat picture guy! Whoa.
My fellow connoisseur of the art. Here to see my latest work.
I found red paint at the crime scene. Know anything about that?
No, actually. Ezra borrowed my last gun, and now I can't find it.
It sounds like you've done a lot of paintings of Gilda. Why her?
Our Gilda is a very singular creature, detective. Do you not see the joie de
Joie de
vivre
vivre.
in her? I have never met another who clings to life so tenaciously, who lives so in the moment. I must admit I was quite smitten with her for a time.
Thank you, Valda B.E.
You're still in love with Gilda, aren't you?
So what if I am? What business is it of yours? She deserves someone who truly understands her ephemeral beauty, not that brute actor.
Maybe later.
Good. I hope my paintings are able to open your mind
Maybe later.
to new possibilities.
Wait. That's not right.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
The person you should be looking at is Juliana Riggs. That Philistine would not know art from her own excrement. She and Ezra had a rather dramatic fight recently. You could hear her banshee screeches all the way across the hotel.
What were Juliana and Ezra arguing about?
I don't know. I was painting at the time and I was trying to block it out. Though I bet Gilda probably heard them. Maybe you should check with her.
Never mind.
There we go. Okay, so we've got, his name is Santiago. So we've got Santiago, Gilda, Julian, and
Hello, Mr. Whiskers. Who's a pretty kitty?
Juliana, Mr. Whiskers died last month. This is Scruffy. Remember?
Oh, of course. Silly me.
Just let me have a look at the neural interface matrix, and I'm sure I can clear that.
No, it's not that. I've just caught another cold. Probably something that got in when they sent Pearl out.
Oh, God. Not this again. Last month you were convinced you had the measles.
You're not a doctor. What would you even know about it? Besides, I think it may be malaria.
First of all, I am a doctor.
Yes, but not a real doctor. Robotics isn't an actual medical degree.
Secondly, I've told you time and again, you can't get sick inside the suit. It's not physically possible.
I know when I'm getting sick,
Bomb
Bert.
could go off in this place.
Now why don't you just wander off and play in your lab? Mr. Scruffy and I are going to rewrite the will, so he will get everything when I die because horrible Bert didn't believe me.
Oh, God, Juliana.
Have fun,
Whatever.
dear.
I'm going to the lab.
He sounds like the Dr. Morpheus guy from the other DLC
Hello, Detective. Did you need some...
back in New Vegas.
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
Oh, well, that's not really my field of expertise, but I'm sure there are probably some clues at the crime scene. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
I heard that Juliana and Ezra had an argument a few days before he was found dead. Tell me about that.
Well, I was in my lab at the time, so I didn't hear it. But Juliana has always been rather critical of Mr. Parker. I think she found something in the overseer's office. I wasn't listening when she told me about it. I kind of had my head in my research. I don't know, really. I try to let her handle all the money stuff. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Search the overseer's office, okay?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm a scientist. You've probably met my wife, Juliana, already. Not sure what else to say, really. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Tell me about your research.
Well, I was one of the leads on the team that created the first robo-brains.
Whoa.
The precursors to our model. Most people don't find it all that interesting, and I'd rather not bore you. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
That's like the most interesting thing I've seen here so far.
I'd like to hear more about your research.
Oh, wonderful. No one else here really wants to talk about it. Functionally, this model is more or less the same as the previous versions I worked on, but without the neural inhibitor and reconditioning. The voice modulator seems to have some minor issues interfacing with the neural matrix, which can add some moodiness. But that's easily solved with regular tune-ups. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Robo-brains have a voice modulator. Tell me about that.
That's what allows us to recreate our original voices. They can mimic any normal human voice, actually.
Oh.
I've speculated for some time that the issues we had with our recruited subjects is due to the brain attempting to preserve a sense of self. Maintaining our original voices helps reinforce the neural network, sort of like playing music for an Alzheimer patient. Oh, was there something else?
So I wonder if somebody... Julianne seems kind of crazy, so I wonder if someone faked her voice for that argument.
I'd like to hear more about your research.
I'm afraid that's really all I should say about it. I mean, it is still classified, but I wanted to help with the investigation. Oh, was there something else, Detective?
Never mind.
Very well. I'll just get back to my work then.
Let's talk to the other person. The crazy one.
Hello, Detective. Did you have a question about the heinous murder?
Did you have any thoughts about the murder?
If you ask me, it's one of those actors. Or that horrible painter. Their type is always the cause of violence.
I heard you had a big fight with Ezra a few days ago. Care to explain?
Well, it wasn't that big a deal, really. He wanted more money to pay for repairs on the hotel. I wasn't feeling well that day and lashed out a bit at the poor man. I really should have listened to him more.
What's with the junk?
What's with all
In
the
your
junk
trunk.
in here?
These are our things. We're just waiting till the war blows over so we can bring them back to the mansion.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm Juliana Riggs, heiress to the Riggs fortune and wife of Bert Riggs. I'm not sure what else you expected, Detective.
Not a lot
Never
from her.
mind.
Good luck catching the murder.
Yeah, she's wearing a sick mask. I know. How awesome is that? Isn't that a great touch? A bathroom. Because they're going to need that. How are we looking on our local map? Okay. Oh no! It's all the cats! Missy 2, Pepper, Pepper 2, Mr. Purrs, Sir Cattington, Missy 1, Missy 4? Oh man. Not good. Not good. This one has been abandoned from the looks of it. Or maybe just not used.
That sure doesn't look like it came in with us.
Screw you, buddy. How cool is that? They made like a little beach for themselves. That's really cool.
Do you think anyone actually felt like they were reaching here? Yeah.
That's rude, dude. Don't be rude. I would totally chill out in here. Just saying. Set up my laptop. I would stream from that beach. Just saying. Alright, let's head down the hall to the other side here. By the way, big thank you to Good News, Hudu, Diablo Reborn, and Calinus for the resubs. Thank you guys very much for your support. Very much appreciated. And welcome back to the sub club.
Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Alright, so we can't talk to him, surprisingly. You'd think we'd be able to talk to the people that are supposed to protect these guys. Alright, don't see anything in here right now. Let's keep moving. Oh, there's a second floor. Oh, shit.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Now, I wonder if that guy played the role of Overseer, or if there was a separate Overseer. Oh, here's the top floor of the painting area. Where am I right now? We're in Vault 118. We are currently in Vault 118. It's kind of a murder mystery between robots. We don't really know what we're getting into quite yet. Overseer. So you playing Witcher 3 in 2 weeks for DLC? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Absolutely. I cannot wait for Blood and Wine.
Sweet.
He was a human. Interesting. Hey, be nice. Alright, we'll check that terminal in just a second. Should I play Heart of Stone before I beat Witcher or after? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I personally would probably do it before, but you don't... I don't remember. I don't think you need to. In chat, correct me if I'm wrong there. It's been a while since I played it. Oh, shit. Whoops. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Vault 118 is designed to test the social interactions between the working class and ultra-wealthy when under confined conditions. Working in conjunction with staff from the Cliff's Edge Hotel, this vault shall function as a luxury hotel to attract the necessary testing subjects. Upon beginning the test, additional subjects shall be admitted from the local population into a second, much inferior wing of the vault. 118 shall function as an ultra-elite hotel to attract test subjects of appropriate wealth and status. This shall be operated as a clandestine area of the hotel to ensure that individuals drawn to privilege and exclusivity are present. Upon the activation notice from Vault Tech, the secondary wing of the vault shall be made open to the public and selected from the local working class population. These subjects are to be taken through the exclusive areas of the vault on entry, but thereafter confined to the cramped second wing. Once residents have been admitted, the vault is to be sealed until the test results can be determined. The subject group Ultra Elite, not to number more than 10, shall have their every desire tended by the robotic staff to the extent that is possible. They are considered to be above all legal restrictions when interacting with Test Group B. Test Group B, the working class. This subject group should begin numbering 300 and shall be restricted to the second wing of the vault. Measures should be taken to ensure that living conditions are uncomfortable and cramped. Food and other rations are to be extremely limited, and any breach of rules are to be judged by Test Group A and enacted by robotic staff members. This is terrible. Due to the potential for extreme social interactions, Vault-Tec staff should be restricted to the overseer and key research members. All other security services and maintenance positions shall be filled by robotic staff to ensure safety and test compliance.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault...
We're gonna listen to that in a second. This is completely unheard of. One of the subjects from Testing Group A is apparently a researcher from General Atomics on some sort of advanced robotics program. He and his wife had convinced the other members of Group A that with the international situation becoming tense once again, their best chance to outlast the war is to have their brains inserted into these robots. And they're doing this voluntarily. It's absolutely insane. I've tried to convince my superiors that this will completely discount the test results, but they seem more intrigued by the idea than appalled. We received the activation notice from Vault-Tec to begin the test despite the second wing still being incomplete. However, when I attempted to trigger the recruitment protocol for Test Group B, the system informed me that I had been locked out. Someone from Test Group A seems to have overridden the system to prevent the admittance of the local population of the island. They've been pounding on the door for days, and there's nothing I can do. Ooh. Oh god, it's been weeks now, and I realized today that I've become the test subject. Instead of testing the social interactions between the locals and this group of rich assholes, it's just me trapped in here with them. They're going to live forever, and I have to deal with them for the rest of my life. I can't take it. Saucy33, where's Cookie? And Corel123, thank you for the new subs, guys.
Sounds
welcome.
like Israel was
welcome.
embezzling from his investors.
What was that log called?
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once the premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me...
Son of a biscuit. All right, let's try this again. Okay, there's that. Want to make sure that we at least open everything so we get any notes that may be there. Sometimes it unlocks the dialogue options too. Now let's go ahead and eject the tape. There we go.
Hello? What are you hiding?
Hey, come look at this.
What? This didn't happen last time, did it? Oh, you dingus. Oh, and you're just getting a drink. Okay, cool. Thanks. I was looking, but you know, whatever. Ass.
Progress on construction of the second wing of the vault is completely stalled. Once a premier area of the vault had been completed, funding seems to have been cut off. My supervisors have informed me that they haven't received payment from Mr. Parker, and Vault-Tec won't pay out of pocket to continue construction. I've repeatedly approached Ezra about the finances, but he keeps telling me that Mrs. Riggs hasn't transferred the funds. However, when I asked her, Juliana said that she had just given Ezra extra for the gold paint in the rooms. I've hired an investigator to look for signs of embezzlement in a few weeks.
Sounds like Ezra was embezzling from his investors.
Interesting. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.